Hello and welcome to another session of FI4005 Scientific Communication class. This is Hari Mahardika, a faculty member of FMIPA ITB, and I will be talking about our class schedule, providing you with detailed activities that we're going to do for the whole semester. So this is the course schedule that we're going to have. In the first week, in the first session, I'm going to talk about introduction of syllabus and course rules, and then I will talk about scientific communication, what it is, and then in the second session that will be held in Thursday, we're going to find a scientific article, or I'm going to talk about ways that you need to do to find a proper scientific article, which is very important in this class. And then you're going to do a 1-minute talk. You have to introduce yourself. You have to talk about your interests, that and also as a practice for you to talk in English. Okay. And then in the second week, we're going to talk, or we're going to learn about scientific presentation, what to include, style of slides, and then slides example. And then in the second session, we're going to look for the how you write a proper title and how to use a proper language in a presentation. The third week, we're going to have our presentation 1, which is basically a 3-minute talk that you need to deliver in front of the class. And then in the fourth week, we're going to assess and evaluate the presentation that you already given in the previous week. And then we're going to move on to the basics on scientific presentation, which is we're going to talk about the body of presentation. And then in the following session, we're going to talk about the words and grammar that is proper in a scientific presentation. In week 5, we're going to continue scientific presentation discussion. Mainly, we're going to look on how we draw a proper graph table, and also how to place a proper figure in a presentation. And then in the following session, we're going to talk about the delivery of the presentation itself. The sixth week, we're going to move on to another topic, which is basically the scientific paper. We're going to look on for the extended abstract format, what you need to write, what you need to add, what you need to fill in the content, and how you write a proper discussion or make a proper conclusion, etc. And so in the following week, which is basically at week 7 until week 8, we're going to have a full 10-minute presentation, which is basically your presentation number 2. And this is basically the extension of your 3-minute talk that you already given in week 3. And then in week 9, we're going to assess and evaluate what you already done in presentation 2. And then we're going to move on to another topic, which is basically the poster presentation. We're going to talk about what to include, and also the style and language at that week. So at the 10th week, we're still at the poster presentation basics. We're going to talk about graphs and figures, how you place graph and figures in the poster, and also how to make conclusion and how you put references inside a poster. And at week number 11, we're going to move on to the next topic, which is basically how you write a curriculum vitae or CV, and a statement of purpose that you may use in order to apply for a job or apply for a scholarship. We're going to use session 1 and session 2 to basically learn about how we made CV and statement of purpose. And then in week 12 until week 14, we're going to use the whole session for the presentation number 3, or the final presentation, where you're going to do a 15 minutes presentation, including a question and answer session. Okay, so in the final presentation, you have to be prepared for any questions that is made by the audience. And then in the session 2 of the week 14, we're going to evaluate the performance of presentation 3. And then in the final week, which is basically the weeks of the November 30th 2020, we're going to have our final meetings, which basically you're going to present the poster that you already made, and also to submit an extended paper or paper writing that is already given in the previous weeks. Okay, so thank you for your attention. This will be the end of FI4005 class introduction video presentation, which basically telling you about the schedule for the whole semester. And so in the following video, we will cover about the reason why you need to take, or what are the reason for taking the scientific communication class. Okay,